This episode of Stezo Radio was brought to you by Gadget Geeks. Gadget Geeks, located in the South Loop at 620 South Dearborn. Gadget Geeks offers full-service repairs on electronics from cracked phone screens, computer viruses, hardware damage, and more. Ask for the Stezo Radio special and receive a free diagnostic and a 90-day warranty on your service. Visit geekmygadgets.com or call 312-255-7505 for more information. Gadget Geeks. Geek your gadgets today.
Stezo Radio is for adults only.
The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. The Stezo Radio Show. Well, it's that radio show where we go toe to toe. Hot topic, dropping knowledge straight from Chicago. And it's our point of view. So tell me what you gon' do. Drop a line, don't be lying, trying to get with the crew. Cause we be talking them facts, exposing them fiction. Man, it's so real that we be causing some friction. Probably something you missing. Ain't no need to be dissing. Just relax here and listen because we spitting and simping. The Stezo Radio Show. 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 The Stezo Radio Show.
Young and Kurt, that nigga, Nola Fox, Flint the Pimp, Ricky Bobby, Shorty got him, Ancient Kurt, and Remy.
Here he can fuck you up.
All right, y'all, welcome back
Niggas that be committing
to
suicide,
another
why you don't never know.
to another episode of Stezo Radio.
Or a two-fake.
We finna go ahead and get to these intros. We got a very interesting topic for y'all. Y'all gonna be a little surprised by this one. Go.
DN back in the building.
It's your boy AC. I always said I wasn't gonna say your boy. I ain't no boy, I'm a grown ass man.
Why
It's
you,
AC.
why
What's
you
wrong
so
with that?
low?
I don't want
See
to
a
scream
grown-ass
today.
man.
Plus I'm smoking.
It's First Lady of the podcast, Nola Fox.
All right, I'm gonna let that nigga introduce this topic.
You first of all, Nola Fox. I mean, you say NF. I said DN. He said AC. It's only
Oh,
right for
sorry.
you to say NF. Don't do it now. Do it
NF.
next show.
Oh, you
Do it
could
next.
do First Lady?
No, he was saying because y'all said y'all
Yeah, we all
initials.
did
Oh,
initials.
Initials.
But yeah. All right. The question is, if you were the decision maker of the government giving all African American people reparations, what would you choose? If it was up to you, what would you give them?
And it doesn't have to be
Whatever
just one
it is,
thing. You
man.
can,
If you want to give motherfuckers free cable for life,
Right.
if that's what it is. Say
I'm
that's
saying,
what
but
it is.
it ain't got to be just. We got to give them one. We can give them multiple
Yeah.
things,
I mean,
right? We can
Give him one thing. Give him one thing. Give him one thing.
See,
one
no, I
thing.
can't. I just
See,
can't do
you want to give us the world, which I ain't
No,
mad
not
at
the
you.
world, but I just can't give one
You gotta
because
give field niggas one thing.
But that's the
house
thing.
niggas something else.
But that's the thing. But
You gotta be able to prove that your family
right,
was slaves.
but that's the thing though. Won't you come up with something that you could give them that would give them all the other things or the opportunity to get the other things that you want them to have?
Okay, well, y'all
See
go
what
ahead
I'm
and go
saying?
first. I'll think about this one.
Why you think
Man, that's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, first thing you would think is money. I want this money. Because we originally reparations was supposed to be
Right.
40 acres and a mule. I don't want that shit. You know what? If the 40 acres was free, I might take that.
40 acres?
I'm going to build me a Ida B. Wells.
Well,
40 acres
or a
and a mule.
Cabrini Green on my 40 acres.
where would you want the 40 acres?
Shit, I don't know. That's a good question. Right dead smack where the Trump Tower at.
right there in front of the fucking water.
Right
huh?
there. I want lower and upper whacker. I want all that.
Well,
I'm evicting the fuck out of Trump.
Well, one of my guys came up with something. Much as I want to use his idea, say it's mine, but I can't do it. He said, give everybody born between a certain age free college education.
I like that.
You know,
College education.
college education. All you got to do is be accepted to the college or hold a certain GPA through high school, get through the college, and the thing would be, I guess, and I heard somebody else because we were talking about it. And he threw this in. He said, and all you have to do is hold a certain GPA while in college. As long as you hold that, it's free throughout. You could go for medical, you could go to be a lawyer, you could go to a trade school, whatever it is. And I was like, damn, I would probably, like you said, I would have thought money. Man, give everybody 100,000, you know.
And for the hustlers, you saying they gotta go to school.
Whatever
they can't
you do,
just get a check
it's
for
free,
$300,000.
right? It's
they
free
got to go
Take a class for
education,
$10,000 and keep
right?
$290.
Free education.
So would it be? I mean, you'd have to work out the bugs and that. Would it be like cutting them a check every month or every?
No, you just paying the school, or the school don't get paid for it, or the school get paid through the state. As long as it's kind of like scholarships.
They
It's
got
just
MAP
like
grants and Pell grants.
it's
now
just
for
a
junior
scholarship.
College. It'd be
It's
the same
just-
situation, but just for university.
it's basically just a scholarship.
Gotcha. I think if I had the opportunity, it would have something to do with housing, because a lot of black families have been broken up over paying the rent. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, dad had to go to work, somebody had to keep the kids, grandma ain't had no place to live. Like, a lot of families would be together now if you could guarantee that they had a place to live.
Yeah, I mean, when he said that,
$300,000 house.
like you,
I think that might be an option. So $300,000, you either get $300,000 towards education, or you get $300,000 towards a house.
see, my thing with the
I
with the
wouldn't go with the house.
see, my thing with the $300 education.
Imagine if you had to pay for it.
But the thing with
Are
to me,
they paying taxes?
No, you
No, I
just
wouldn't.
have a house.
No, because the government come in and say we got to build a highway. Now you ain't got shit.
see, my thing with the education was the long haul.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I'm not here, like my son, I'm not here, dude. You have free education.
Yeah, I dig it.
You could go and be whatever you want, like literally. And like I said, for an amount of time, your kid, his kid, my grandkid has free college education.
Yeah, I guess.
If I gotta live in this bad neighborhood, all you gotta do is get through high school. I get you through high school, you could go away to college and do what you do.
What you got, Nola?
That sounds like a pretty good plan. However, what about the Negroes that's not college age? I would want something, I would think an annuity. Almost like, I guess, maybe a check or something each month. Just because when you set aside for children in college, you leaving out adults in their 30s and 40s and maybe even late 20s who gets cut out of reparations. So what do they get?
I
So
mean,
you
would
still-
the reparations thing have a start date? Like, you know what I'm saying? Would you be the one to say, okay, look, everybody
I
after
would have
January
to.
1st of 2017, if you born at this date, your reparations kick in right now. Everybody else is just fucked.
Right, and I wouldn't want that because that's what that would sound like.
I mean, because it's
only
basically a
children.
benefit for those. So, like,
It's only
with
a
us
benefit
having
for children.
no,
What if-
listen, with us having school age or college age kids, it's a benefit for us because we ain't got to pay for that.
Right, you don't have to pay
That's
for that.
kind of our reparation.
for that.
No,
For
ain't
that
not
part,
reparation.
but that's still not your reparation.
Well-
You're still a thriving adult,
And-
so you shouldn't get.
And I agree with you. But then my thing is, I truly believe, like you said, people at a certain age are not going to go back to college or university, and this is true. But like he gave me an example of, you know, his grandmother who was 80 plus years old or whatever age at the time. She had worked in the cotton fields or whatever, and she said, "Look, my life is my life. This world is this world. I want what's best for my future people, for my grandson, for his grandchildren, whatever."
but not for her son.
She was like, "I'm her son, whoever,
But he's
whoever."
not college age.
Well, he was her grandson at the time. But she was like, I've done that. You know, it's kind of like somebody saying, I fought for you to vote. It's
Yeah,
not
but
even
you're
like I don't
skipping-
even like.
you're
But
skipping
but that's my
generations of
thing.
people.
But that's my thing. You have people who say I fought for you to do it. I don't even want to do it. I just want my future people to do it so they can have their kids to do it and their kids to do it. Like it's not really even about me. It's about you doing whatever. So for me, if you know, and this is just a personal preference, if you're telling me that you know my son could go to school, any college he wants to, free education, whatever, and you say, well, then you just got to keep working and living the way you live, I'm cool with that.
I'm not. Fuck y'all. I'm Stezo
I'm cool
Petty.
with that.
I'm not cool with that.
I ain't
I'm
cool,
cool
with
with
that.
that.
Because that skips a whole slew of people.
I mean, it slips, but
It skips your parents. It skips technically your grandparents. I know she's older, and I'm pretty sure my grandmother probably would have been like, no, run my fucking check.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is why we haven't had reparations thus far. This is a very hard decision right here.
I mean, it is hard. That's why we having fun with it now because it is
it's a
hard.
hard decision because like, how does it come out fair? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the thing.
So that
it can't be one
the
thing.
Generation before us. So we look at it like that: the generation before us, our generation, and the generation after us, all get fairly treated.
Yeah, because that's
people
why
that
it can't be one
The
thing.
slaves are already gone. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So is there some kind of prorate? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Okay,
that's what I'm
so
saying. I mean,
This is the number of what it would cost this is the number that a slave made. Each slave made this amount of money through cotton picking, whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is what they made.
You gonna put that in your reparations plan?
So
No,
then-
I'm saying though, you got to think of why they was talking about giving out 40 acres and a mule. It was an opportunity for a black person to feed themselves.
Nah, because they knew we couldn't protect the land.
I mean, if 5 slaves got together with their 40 acres and they 5 mules, you could protect that.
No. What he's
One
saying
mule
is,
and 40 acres is nah. That mule gonna
I guess-
die, and then when it comes
I
down
guess I'm
to
just-
That's what I'm saying.
to the courts in that land
But
is
you
gone.
would have, me and you would have had to get
No,
together.
we wouldn't.
We would have had to
You
get
had the
together,
education to
and
get
our
together.
mules would have had to make other mules.
That's too much work, man.
I would have had to use some of your land at some time because my land had already got used up. We'd
That's
have
too
had
much.
to work together to
That's
make
too
that
much
shit
work.
work.
I can't even borrow some of my guys' Phillips screwdriver without them hounding my ass down.
mean,
That's
that's
too
What
much
I'm
work.
saying is, I just don't. I mean, it's good, but like you said, I think every generation probably needs to set something. Yeah, for the kids, because they barely teaching that shit in school about them being slaves. But I don't think that my generation should miss anything, and I don't think my parents should miss
generation, yeah, I agree.
anything.
But okay, if that's the case, what do you feel they should get? If you were the deciding factor, what do you feel that your generation and that your parents' generation should get?
Yeah, you were saying annuities.
I said an
Well,
annuity.
Right now, in
Get
2017, if the shit started tomorrow, how would you start it?
I would start with an annuity. That's what the
Everybody
Jews,
gets an
that's what
annuity?
The Jews get. Yep.
Everybody.
The Indians get an annuity. Well, it's called the government check, but
Yeah, I was gonna follow the Native American plan and
I
say
mean, because the
do that for
blueprint has
Black
already been
Americans.
laid out there.
Yeah, I would
right,
follow
it's
their plan.
already in.
But then look at what they did with it, though. This is something I really think black folks gonna have a hard time doing.
What?
They band together. They got reservations.
Not all. See, we
Not all of
we
them,
keep
not
thinking.
all of them, but you know about. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
it's-
know
it's a
about a
handful.
Native American reservation.
Right,
You know
so
that
let's
those exist.
so you will know
So it
about
might have been a
black.
handful of us too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm saying
It's the
like
same
it's
thing.
more of us than it is of them. So is it going to be multiple black folks reservations? Is what I'm saying, or is it?
That's called the South Side.
Oh, Inglewood, motherfucker.
I mean, I think you gonna
bar.
like you was talking about. You know, you bring your mule and my mule, we get together. Yeah, me and you would do it, but 500 ain't. So it's still gonna.
But I mean, it ain't.
Still gonna
I
be
don't
the same
think
way.
it's designed for everybody to succeed anyway. It's just here's your shot. 40 acres and a mule would have gave you a shot. It'd have been how you get the man who would have had a woman and 5 kids. They might have made it with that one mule. You see what I'm saying? But that one man by himself, he might not have made it.
Well, I mean, history taught us that it didn't
Or vice
work
versa.
because how many still got 40 acres?
He never
So
really
history-
gave that shit out though.
But I'm just saying,
like
but,
it was
but
never
that's my
really.
but that's my point. History showed us it didn't work. So I would follow the Native American plan. You know what I'm saying? They get all of it. Their kids get free education and you know what I'm saying, in
They
American
get to live
schools.
for free.
They get to live for free. They get pieces of land according to you know what I'm saying, that group, and they can do what they want on that
Still
land.
bitching about how
You know
the
what
white
I'm
man did their ancestors.
Yeah,
Well, that's because they still trying to put their asses off their own land.
exactly.
So
I would just follow that. You know what I'm saying? Include, because I mean, that nigga had a good point. Ancient got a good point. Nola got a good point. Include them all. You know what I'm saying? If you choose to get your check and just be an alcoholic and a drunk,
Drink on, nigga.
right? That's on you. You know
Oh,
what I'm
no,
saying?
fair. Everybody.
But I guess that was the thing though. Like, you know, in a perfect world, we should get it all. But I guess, like I said, the original thing is if you could have that one thing, if you got to choose, what would you choose?
then I just choose the annuity for them every month.
So
Over the
on that-
college education?
I don't have any kids. A
For
lot of
people
my
who have
friends don't
kids,
have
though.
kids.
Yeah, so
Okay,
you got.
but
You
that's
have
what-
to
but
think
that's
of
what you
something.
run
do
into
we
it.
get?
That's
Yeah,
where that's
So
why
I
I came
get
up with
nothing?
that fair. It's got to be fair for everybody.
But here's here's the thing though, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you get nothing or anything like that. But what if my thing is I'm looking at it as an entire race.
You looking at future?
I'm looking at future. I'm looking at entire race. The black race is bigger than just me. Okay, I don't have a kid, but I know plenty of people who may have a kid, or I know people who I see walking down the street with a kid. Me, myself, okay, I don't have a kid. I'm not saying I'm balling. I'm not starving. But at least I know I see that kid, and I'm like, all that kid got to do is graduate out of high school. That kid could be something.
Yeah, but that's because your heart is sacrificed. What about the selfish?
They're
not going to go for that.
And I hear you on that. But that, I mean, maybe it's a preference. But my thing is, I look at it and see. Look, I think my days may be numbered on this world, in this world. But I know it's gonna be more after me. Hey, if that it is what it is. If I know my sons have free education, okay, I could go without it. I could go without
so you see it,
whatever.
You see it as
I'm
a legacy.
cool with it. Right. I'm like, if one day you have the opportunity to do what you can do. You know what I'm saying? And if I gotta just continue to work until I'm 60 or 70, I could do that.
So let me ask you this to
That's just
expand
me.
on the question. Like we sitting here powwowing right now, would you elect people to assist you in this thought?
What do you mean?
So the government came to you and they said you the one. Would you sit down with us or a panel like us and
That's
say,
a good
look,
question.
Look, this is the decision that then fell on me. I need your input.
Well, no, I think
sit down and
if I
walk
had
it out by yourself.
If I had the opportunity, my thing is always I'm gonna ask you something. If you could come up with something that makes sense and you be like, nah, I think it's wise for this, or I see the loophole in this, cool. Then you come up with an idea.
Would you want a holiday
You know
after
what I'm
that?
saying?
After you made that decision? I want my own holiday.
You know what I'm saying?
And Martin Luther King got his
So,
holiday.
because
I probably would get
it
what
would
I
be
call
a
the greater
motherfucking-
minds together to talk
I mean,
it
you
out.
could do
Because I
it.
don't want to fuck up.
I don't want to be one-sided.
But you know something?
I want it
That
to be
too.
fair.
But you know something?
And like she said, her perspective is different than mine, and your perspective. I would want equal. I would want a fair interpretation of every perspective,
But,
like a council.
and I mean, don't get me wrong. Would it be wise to get other people's opinion on it? Yeah, if that's given an
What would you tell 'em
opportunity.
what decision
No,
you
and I'll tell them what I would do. But you also have to keep in mind that when you have a lot of people, when you make decisions like that, a lot of people have different opinions, and you may run into somebody that may have like fuck it, the selfish opinion. You may have somebody that have the open-minded. So the more people you get, the harder the decision you're gonna have.
Well, I would pick four.
Because you got a lot of people that think four.
That is true.
Yeah.
So in your head, you have to, if it's against you, you have to figure out what would be better for the majority of people, of your people.
I feel you on the longevity thing though.
So
like you would
even
think
if-
education is gonna be it,
Right.
but
So even if
everybody
it's
ain't school minded.
so even if it's 49% to 51% on education, I'm gonna have to go with the 51%, whatever it is. And I'm not knocking the 49, but I would go with the
I
51.
think that would be a good start.
in the education, and I get you. Everybody isn't educated mind, but we always say, knowledge is key. All I want you to do is be able to say you have the opportunity to get these things, and money is not why you can't get it.
Well, the reason why I really wouldn't pick education is because when we say education is because we think they're going to go into a field that's going to make money. We may fuck around and get a group of kids that just want to go to school and study art. They may want to go to school and study. They like it. Education is so
and that's true.
open.
And that's true. But if you decide to go and say, that, and this kid decides to go to art, that's that kid's fault or the parent fault for not guiding them. Say, art isn't the. I mean, at some point in time, you do have to take responsibility of your choice.
But you can't be mad at them for doing it.
No, you can. No. I'm not saying being mad at them, but if they go into say, I want to go into the art field, and then when they come out, they realize there ain't no jobs in the art field. You can't blame the white man for that. You could just blame them.
Yeah, I'm talking legacy and longevity. I don't think legacy and longevity will strive if they go into school for fluff.
So in a sense, that isn't that kind of saying that you don't think we're wise enough to know what to do with free education?
Yeah, I don't think no young 16, 18-year-old is wise enough to really pick a field that's going to benefit their kids.
You talking?
We don't look into the future when we're that young.
You're talking 17, 18.
Yeah,
but
19,
anybody
20,
under that,
21.
But okay, I get that. But you also have parents who would sit there like, you know,
we don't listen to our parents, man, like we should.
I'm saying though, but that's my thing though. If this is my theory, if you choose to go into art or you go into massage therapy, physical therapy or whatever, and you come out and you realize that's not it, to me, I would look at you and say, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? I can't blame it.
But if 80% choose that,
that's 80% fault.
The future that we want is not going to happen.
So what do I do? So, I mean,
I'm saying that's why I wouldn't go education. Because I'm leaving it up to them to make sure the legacy stays strong.
So my thing. So what would you do? I mean, you give somebody money, you gonna have I think a bunch of us gonna sit there and blow it.
Look at this.
Yeah,
if they said,
I do too.
If they said that instead of education, they was just gonna give you free groceries for life, you gotta eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing that would happen was they would just cheapen the value of the groceries. Just like if they gave out free education, they might cheapen the value of the education. The shit that they teach you.
Oh, you mean may not be worth nothing?
Yeah.
I mean, that's possible.
Yeah, like I would rather have the equivalent of the money, because there are different minded people out here. Everybody's got a different way of thinking, especially as black people. We all have that one thing that we do. You know what I'm saying? I would rather have the equivalent of what my education would offer to me, so that I can go out and start a business.
So basically,
so that I can go out and I might want to take all my money and give it to somebody to go to school. So I want to be able to choose.
So basically,
think about this. We got
finances.
We got a lot of kids, because I was one of them. When you get out of school, you just want to go for music. You see what I'm saying? You want to be the next rap, pop, whatever. So you go to school for the arts. You know what I'm saying? That's almost a gamble.
But school
period is a gamble.
It is. But you know something? One thing I have realized while I've been on this mud ball called Earth, there's an avenue for everything, dog. Everything has an avenue. Now, one may not be as profitable as the other, but it's an avenue for everything. So you could go to school for art if you choose to, but there's people out here that make money fucking with art. I'm not saying it is. So I mean, it's an avenue for everything. How far and how driven you are to take advantage of that is one thing. But what I know is, you know, if it's free, my thing is, one, you could go into a field, and if you choose not to go, one thing, you don't have student loans. It was free.
You just fucked off your education.
You just fucked off your education.
So now you could be a crackhead.
You know, I mean, you can.
Yeah,
you
that's
can.
what I'm saying.
And I'm not knocking
like
education sounds good, but I think it has to be stipulations in the education.
Yeah, I mean, because people going to get there in that free education. They going to get there for that first year, just like motherfuckers do now. They pay for it and go, this shit ain't for me.
Yeah, or I'm just going to fuck around and do nothing.
To me, if that's the case, we're just knocking our own people. We are who we are.
I feel like
true, we are.
So wholeheartedly, if they just did this to every human being on this mud ball, I think it would all end up the same way. Because no matter what race it is, people are just like that.
Right, because what you were saying earlier was basically like whatever they give us, they would try to counteract.
By not making it
like
really
making
worth
anything.
Yeah.
Or benefit from it.
Right,
yeah.
now if that's the case, okay.
But like we kind of was touching on, you know, in the pregame, they'll give you $30,000, $300,000. But at the end of the day, if $300,000, damn, if $300 don't hold no value, $300,000 don't hold value, then what the fuck did you give it to me?
Right.
And they can just lessen that amount in a word, like, oh fuck it, you know what I'm saying? The stock of Nike just went up to $300,000 for a share. Now what?
And that's kind of why I'm leaning more towards NOLA with the annuities.
I like
just
that
breaking
annuity.
People off with money, and then you can do what you want with the money.
Annuity would give you an opportunity
that's the same
to
way.
do and make mistakes.
And that's the same way for every person you say will go to school and say, you know, go for art or go for some nonsense. For every dude that gives you annuity, gives you money, he gonna say, man, watch I buy this key and flip it.
Yeah, but you like, no, I mean, the Ancient was saying, if you getting a consistent, you know what I'm saying, amount every month, you know, like education that's just boom, it's set. So if you go and you like, damn, I fucked up, you don't get a do-over. If I'm getting this money every month, you know what I'm saying, and you keep fucking up, at least you can say, you know what,
Next month I'm gonna do better.
Yeah, you know. Now I'm not saying you are going to
Right,
do better,
right.
but you have
next month I
that
got a chance to
opportunity.
do
I
better.
think
Because after you graduate, that's it. What if you don't get a job? I know plenty of people with degrees
I
that don't
get-
have
Or
jobs.
what if
And
it's
you-
that one
but here's
equation
the
that's
thing.
important to your job or your
Okay.
education that you
And I'm not-
It's like
hold on.
It's like affirmative action.
I'm not knocking.
They put that in place, and then people will still finding ways to freeze you out of getting those jobs.
Now, in my opinion, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying people don't go to college and don't get jobs and stuff like that. I'm not saying that's not true. But it's like, for every person that you saying would go to college and pick art, or every person that you say would go to college and probably don't get a job, it's going to be another dude that gets his annuity, and every month he is going to flip it trying to buy some weed. And now we because the worst thing you could give a motherfucker with no education that don't have sense is money, free money.
But
We call that you're gonna jag this money.
do you really think he's going to do that over the next 25 years?
Yes,
I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
yes,
I don't.
yes.
I think
I
you're gonna
See
have
that-
some up times.
See,
and you're gonna have some down
and that's the
times.
thing. It's like you giving the people that give the money, you giving them too much credit, but you giving the people that can get free education no credit.
No, not credit. I'm
saying as
just
far as, like-
no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying it's the fact that if I go to school, let's just say I go to school to be a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I figure I want to do. You know, good bread, and I get in that field, and it's like I don't like this shit. I want to do over. Now I want to go because I done met friends. My cousin went for construction or engineering, and he doing way better than me. His stress level is not as high as mine, and I want to do over. I don't get to do over.
So it's called researching, man. That's all. Put in
Yeah,
work.
but-
It's all called
but that's
research.
not
Look, the
gonna
fuck you
happen.
going to a
Wait,
field?
what?
Just research.
Really, at 18, you think
Yeah,
he's
that's what I'm
doing
saying.
that?
What's
You
wrong?
change your mind.
They can, but they
I-
No,
don't.
I'm not
changed
saying you
my
don't change your
major.
mind, but don't act like it's just, dude, that's not gonna work because
No,
blah,
but
blah, blah.
you go into it thinking it's gonna work. You
No,
go into
okay,
it thinking
okay.
that you're gonna love this,
And you thinking-
find out you don't love.
Okay,
it, is what
and
I'm
how many
saying.
times have you got free money and jagged it? And you call yourself responsible people.
Yeah,
But I
I'ma
didn't get it
free money.
for 25
I'ma get
years.
my
And you're
free
gonna
money for 30
continue to
years, though.
jag it.
Nah,
man.
I'm
You
not gonna
cannot-
continue jagging free
I
money.
just know my people, and we do dumb shit.
That's why
You know what I'm saying?
if
And
you
money-
know we do
and-
dumb shit, we gonna make
And money is just gonna make it
education.
just as dumb, dude.
Nah.
You know the thing about that though?
I don't think so.
I give you a prime example. Income tax time.
That
That's
ain't.
money we
that ain't
paid
free.
out.
And what do we do?
That's
put it
our,
right back in
that's
the-
our money.
And
put it
what
right
do
back
we
in the
do
pot.
when we get it?
We put it back in the pot.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I've got real good with my income tax.
And what do for you got real good, but
But again,
a million people do
I
what?
had-
And you keep saying you're gonna constantly get this
Been
money
getting
back.
income tax check for the last 20 years.
Now let me ask you this: how
So
much?
you had 10
Okay,
years to fuck it off.
Let's
thank
sum-
you. I
let's-
had 10
let's-
years.
let's-
to make
like,
mistakes.
I learned my
let's
lesson.
sum it. Okay,
Yeah.
let's sum it like this: how many years am I gonna get this check, and how much? Let's put it like that.
For the rest of your life, like the Native Americans.
How much am I getting a month?
See, the amount, that'll be the problem with me.
Give
The-
me that number.
I guess to be over fair, 10,000.
No,
a month.
no. Let's
10,000
do
a
this.
month.
Let's do this.
That's
The whole
not a
point
big
of
number.
The whole
No, I'm
point of
just
you
asking,
getting
you want
reparations
10,000 a
because
month.
somebody worked. There's a simple math. Somebody worked. One of your ancestors worked without getting paid.
Okay.
So you need to be compensated for that.
Okay.
You figure what you make right now on a check monthly, whether you work salary or you work an hourly job, that's what you should get for reparations. You
She said my salary.
your salary
is
is
what
what
I should get.
everybody else should get paid. So now you have this free check that you would normally work a 40-hour week for
Right.
coming in. All your bills getting paid right now, all that shit getting handled. Now you have an opportunity to also go out here and get
do
the job,
something else. Do something
and get
else,
the job
yeah.
that you have and still make more money.
And you know something? My people, you know what we'll do?
Not go to work.
No, we probably do that too. But you know what my people would do? Oh shit, I don't need this fucking Congress. Go and give me a Tesla. So I'm gonna find a way to
yeah.
spend that money.
No, every race. I mean,
Yeah, but-
the Native Americans go through that
I
right
get
now.
it, I get it, I
The
get
Native
it.
Americans have
I get it.
people who just
I get it.
they're known for drinking, but that population that just fuck up with their money is so small.
So we put
down
money-
the line.
So we put money over education? In a sense.
No,
In a sense.
you
in a
can
sense.
still take that money
sense.
and educate yourself
So take the money and pay for education.
if you want to.
Because
But
at the
you
same
have
time, look,
choices.
at the
But
same
we
time,
always say,
look,
dude,
I don't.
we need.
I've never said
I've
that
heard
college
you
education.
No, I've heard you plenty of times say our people need to get educated.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you got to go to a university in America.
So you just saying they need to get educated on their history?
whatever you want to get educated on.
Okay,
You know
if I want to be a
But I have
You know what I'm saying?
options with the money.
If I want to be if I want to start understanding the whole business aspect,
I got
start a business.
But look
Yeah.
at this. Look at this.
I
Right
don't
now,
see-
But you
the
got
government
stuck with that.
dictates what the staff and the teachers get paid in just CPS schools, and they can't get that shit right. So there's got to be a budget for it. Somebody got to get paid for educating these people. And they got to get their education. All that shit is dictated by the government, which means now where there's 20 students in a class, where there's enough students for you to learn and you get that environment like it's supposed to be. Now, like the CPS teachers is complaining, it's 35 kids in one classroom. How the fuck can you teach 35
Okay,
people?
so
And that person ain't getting paid like
So-
they're supposed to. So what kind of education are they giving these people?
so again, I get you, but what you are doing and what I think all three of you are doing is basically you're finding everything negative. Not saying you don't think the education thing is a cool thing, but you find everything negative about it, and you're finding everything positive about the money.
No.
We have to look at the downside of giving people money as well.
I'm
But
just
see,
looking at
but
the- yeah, I
but
do.
you but
I do,
okay.
man.
But nobody,
No,
none of you have said what would be the bad part about giving
For
people
every
money.
drug
I just
dealer that
did.
went and bought some
What?
drugs, for every drug dealer that went and bought some drugs, there's gonna be somebody paying him
That's-
back for that shit.
That's
But
all I was saying.
let's just keep it before
That's
we go
what
through,
he brought up
through,
about
through
the
the whole
money thing.
drug.
No.
He's positive about education because he feels that's the best for our people.
I understand.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying it's not the best. All I'm saying is, you don't get a chance to say, you know what, this wasn't what I'm not happy doing this. I'm not fulfilled. I'm not making what I thought I would. You don't get the do-over because it's like, okay, look, you said you wanted this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come back now saying you don't want it or you want to go for that.
Okay, and-
I'm saying options.
I totally get that. And you saying you say you want security if you fuck up. That's basically what you're saying. So if
Yeah,
I
but the-
jag this check that you gave me, I want to be able to, I want security that you going to give me another one.
Well, you are gonna get another one. That's
Right.
what
And that's, so it's all about you all saying, I want security if I make a wrong decision. That's basically what this is.
No.
No. Because what I was told was if I jag this $10,000, I know I have another check coming.
Okay. Let me.
Wait, is that not what I was told?
Let me give you an example. Let's say I take the 10,000 and I want to do something real positive. I want to open a daycare, nursery, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't go well. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, it just doesn't go well.
I
You
closed
know?
up shop and I still got this check. coming.
Yeah, I'm able to say, okay, you know what? Let me try my hands at something else.
Again, that's you saying I want to be covered from my mistakes. That's all you're saying. You saying if I open this daycare and it doesn't work, I want to be able to say, okay, it didn't work.
But would you say
Give me-
a daycare is positive?
No. Regardless if it's positive or not, what I'm saying is whatever it is that you want to spend this $10,000 on, you're saying if it doesn't work, you want security that I'm gonna get another check. So it doesn't work. Okay, let me try something else. Whether it's positive
Yeah.
or negative.
Until you hit
So
your mark.
everything.
and
So
get
what
it
are you
going.
all saying? From what you're saying is basically that your thing is I want security if something doesn't work. So that's kind of like me coming to you saying, okay, what if I said you get education, but you get $500,000 worth of education. So in that first year, you say, this art shit ain't gonna quit. I'm gonna go elsewhere. You still got $400,000 worth of education. So I could put that in there. My thing is, I didn't really tweak it like that. You all kind of, I ain't gonna say you all tweaked it.
Yeah, but I mean, but when you break down how much education costs, 500,000, depending on what you want to go for.
And also, I think I said it off air. It also goes with the amount, the inflation of, and that's
Cost
why
of living
that's
and all
why
that
I kind of went like, let's just say 90% of whatever you decide to do, whether it's medical school, law school,
Well, how
whatever.
about this? When it comes to education, maybe we just eliminate the amount and just say, from 18, anyone that's 17 to 20 years old, they have 10 years of free education. Maybe that'll be a little better. Then you eliminate when you eliminate the amount. Now I got 10 years.
Well, personally, I mean, my guy was just saying
I like
free
that.
education. My guy was just saying free
It's still
education.
free.
I was just saying, okay, let's say 95% of whatever you go, whether it's Harvard, Princeton, whatever, 95% of it is paid for. So whatever field you go for, you just got 5% of that to pay as your student loan.
I really don't think I agree, and I think you have a very positive point, but I don't think it's fair.
Is it going to be fair to you and I? No. because we're not going to get anything. No, it's not.
That's why, because now you're selectively picking what black people get what. You see what I'm saying? So you're saying
no.
But look, listen.
That's what that's what this whole topic is. We're saying what black people
This is what I'm saying,
reparations
though.
should be.
So this is what I'm saying though. So right now it's not a battle, but the debate is education versus money, right? And if we were to give 25 years of education opposed to 25 years of an annuity, you're gonna have pros and cons, positives and negatives.
Probably on both sides.
The thing about the money is that I don't have to remember that this check is coming. But if I go to education, I got to remember all this shit that people teaching me. My mind might not be. Everybody's not built for education. Everybody's
I disagree with that.
Everybody's not set out.
No. People are built for education. Just some people isn't built for college. Some people are built for trade school. Some people just don't have can't sit in the college. Everybody is built to learn.
So then the problem with that is...
Yeah, but the process of learning is different.
Right. I mean, everybody...
Communism is built on this same thought. All right? That everybody equally gets the same thing. You get the same car, you get the same house, you work this job, blah, 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 blah. If everybody was to get free education and the first generation runs out and they all become lawyers, it's going to be... Lawyers is going to be like working at McDonald's because there's going to be so many motherfuckers that can do it, it ain't going to be valuable.
You saying it's going to become cutthroat?
You saying everybody...
Exactly.
You
It's
saying
going to be a little watered down.
I'm just saying, it's going to be a little diluted. You know what I'm saying?
It could
Because
be.
everybody's not cut out to be a lawyer. Everybody's not cut out to be a doctor.
It
If
could be.
it's 50 million fucking doctors now...
And you only got like 5,000 hospitals.
So if you go get you a PhD or become a doctor, right? Who's to say you're gonna go work in a hospital? Who's to say you're not gonna be at the crib cutting niggas?
I mean, that's a good point.
I get what you're saying, but in my opinion,
like everybody going to
you took that.
Yeah.
You took that and went to the extreme with it.
No, I just did the math.
I get what you're saying.
I just did the math. You're looking at a million people.
I get what you're saying, and I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but also what you're gonna get is if you got in this world right now in the judicial system, you have 75-80% white lawyers and 20% of black lawyers. With that number, now it's 50-50. Or it's 60% black lawyers and white lawyers. And now you have, that also ultimately turn to judges. So now you may have free trials and shit different trials with black lawyers. So let's look at it like that too.
Nah, but you gotta look at it like this.
I did. I wasn't just saying black folks when I said that.
I'm just saying.
To be real, that nigga, you gotta look at it like this too. If you get, like you was, doing the numbers, if you get so many black lawyers, that doesn't mean that white people are not going to just keep going to white lawyers. No,
I'm not saying that.
So that means they still gonna be kind of struggling.
But the thing about it is,
a lawyer is a lawyer.
But the thing is, if you're a lawyer, you know what I'm saying, you got credentials. If I'm a black man and I got a situation going on, I kind of want a person of color to represent me, and now I have a larger number of people that could do it with credentials.
Yeah, but if you got like 40% of our own black people in America that become lawyers, it kind of cuts down on your customers.
See, don't get me wrong.
On the comeback of what I was saying earlier, yeah, it could be more black lawyers, but like if that education that they got isn't as valuable, I don't give a shit about what color my lawyer is. I want a successful lawyer.
And I agree with you. I agree.
I don't give a damn what color he is. I want him to be able to go in there and handle his business. But everybody ain't got that.
This is true.
Food services ain't cut out for everybody. Lawyers ain't cut out. Doctors, cab drivers.
But here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you this, and I know this. You have a lot of lawyers out here, like you said, you want somebody to know your business. That know their business. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of lawyers out, a lot of black people who wanted to be lawyers. And they're just as smart as the white lawyer, but they couldn't afford that particular school.
Mm-hmm.
True. Very true.
So because they couldn't afford that particular school, they're not viewed as, don't get me wrong, a Harvard law degree fades a Northwestern law degree.
Hell yeah.
It fades it.
Let's be honest.
I think that if that education is given out like you saying, though, that shit ain't gonna matter no more.
See, now that's the thing. Now we talking about them counteracting it. That I can't answer.
That Harvard standard is what it is because of the elitists
Right.
that go to this school.
And that's why it's expensive.
Anybody can afford this school and they get the
It doesn't
grades
have
to
that
go
same
there.
cachet
It's
no
not
more.
gonna have that same credibility
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
gonna
not
dilute the level of education
I'm not
all the way
knocking
around the board.
I'm not
Yeah.
knocking that. I'm not knocking that. But my thing is,
Look at Asian.
because if you look at it like, I mean, and that's true. But if you could flip that, use that same theory on we giving somebody money. I give
let me
all
use
you
the
money.
same
No.
theory on money.
Think about think about what you said earlier. Think what you said earlier.
did.
You said if everybody has $10,000 and $10,000 ain't nothing, no matter how long you get it, it's nothing. So if you're gonna do that, I mean, you can flip it on both sides. Don't just flip it
Yeah,
on the
but
education
what's
side.
gonna
As
happen
long
Not
as
the
my
other side.
10,000 and everybody else 10,000 ain't nothing, then we still equal.
If your lawyer degree ain't shit and my lawyer degree ain't shit, we equal.
Then you done wasted your time. That's my
But
point.
we're
Right,
equal.
that's what we saying.
But we're equal.
But
Yeah,
I'm
but
but,
you still-
but
it's
I'm
still-
coming to a lawyer for a service.
But you still broke. You still get $8 an hour to be a lawyer.
Okay.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
eventually.
Okay. Okay.
That's what my diluted. That's why I said if you
Okay.
give me this money, because fair is fair. If I give you as a 30-some-year-old man money and I give a 15-year-old money, y'all gonna do two different things with that.
Okay.
If I give an 80-year-old woman money, she gonna do something different. She probably gonna get that to her 15-year-old
But the
or her
sa-
30-some-year-old grandkids.
But the same thing.
The
can
money
be
is
said
all
about
gonna do
money.
something different. It's
The
gonna
same
be a
thing about
fair
money.
shot.
What's $100 right now?
Something I don't get.
But no. What's $100 right now? And ask somebody what
$100 is
ask somebody
right
ask somebody what $100 was 30 years ago.
Yeah, of course. But that's what I'm
Did
saying.
it get diluted?
But that's what I'm saying.
Did it get diluted?
Yes.
So now you telling me it's okay to be
Wait,
diluted?
can you say it got diluted if everything
Yeah,
went up?
$100 ain't the same as it was.
Yeah, but
20 years ago.
but that means everything ain't the same no more.
Exactly.
That means
So
milk
it's the
ain't-
same thing
the
you're
price
saying
of milk
about
ain't
the
same no
education.
more.
Not gas,
My thing
ain't
is it goes hand in hand. You
No,
taking one-
education does not fall into the whole. What's that raise you
No,
get?
you turned it into
back in the day-
dilution. You turned it into dilution by saying that because you're a lawyer, everybody does it. So I'm saying, what's $100? What's $5 now?
But if everything stayed the same, if the cost of goods stayed the same,
Oh, so-
$100 would still be what it was 20
okay,
years
so
ago.
now you want to put stipulations
Education-
on the
no,
money
no,
by
no,
saying
no,
this.
no.
and-
No, it's the same
We're
thing.
showing
We're saying
dilution.
the quality of things change, and that's why the value
Right.
of money change.
If everybody is a Harvard lawyer, then you're not going to pay for a Harvard lawyer. You know what I'm saying? If everybody's a Harvard lawyer.
I totally get that. And you're gonna have doctors. You're gonna have people who go to school for business. You're gonna have. My thing is the opportunities that rich white people have to do because they have money. You have it, even though you don't have money.
but that's why they call them the 1%.
That's my that. And
Now you about to make it the 25%.
no. But
Shit,
my
the
thing,
50%.
but
You know
my
what I'm
thing,
saying?
but my thing is, you could do it as well. And for me, and like I said, this part is just a personal preference. If I gotta stay where I'm at for my son or your daughter or whomever, your niece or whatever the case may be, to get that free education where they could have that education and go in with that piece of paper, and I get it. Maybe they may counteract it or whatever, and I'm dead and gone. But my sons have the same opportunity to go to school or whatever. Cool.
Now, I'm gonna say this on the education thing. What you were just saying. If I really felt that,
Sorry, Nola.
I ain't gonna say this
Is
generation.
this boring? You're so quiet.
I ain't gonna say this generation, but if any generation felt like
Done and done.
carrying the torch, you know, if we was so committed and strong that we would say, you know what, I understand the sacrifice that you was talking about, and they went forward with that mindset. I can see that working.
Now the thing about
So it's our people.
I could.
Think
You
about
said it's our
me being
people.
the one
Yeah.
chosen
So
to
if
make
you
this
say,
decision. I don't want you to have to
So-
take that loss. I want it to be fair for everybody.
but unfortunately, that's the thing about reparations. It's not gonna be fair to my 100-year-old grandmother.
Now wait a minute.
It's not gonna be fair
It
to
could
my
be.
slave.
It could
it's not,
be
it's
because
not
your
gonna, it's not
listen,
gonna be.
your
man.
100-year-old grandmother can make the decision that she wants to invest her reparations in you.
It's not gonna
Now
be.
you got yours
That's
and
true.
hers.
It's
Because
not
she can
gonna
decide
be.
to sacrifice
My
for
thing-
you.
This is the thing. It's fair. She can do
Whatever
whoever
she
get this
wants.
money can do whatever the hell they want to. They're not limited
It's
to
not.
just an education.
No, what I'm saying.
'Cause
it's
I
not-
got an education
what I'm saying-
already.
What I'm saying, it's not going to be equal to everybody.
So-
That's
so
the
if
thing.
I-
It's
so
not.
if I have a
okay,
college,
okay.
if
It's
I
not.
got a college, wait a minute.
No,
If I
hold
got
on,
a college
hold on,
education
hold
already,
on. Let's stop with it and be honest. I don't think reparations can mean equality. I don't think no matter what you come up with, it's not going to be.
Everybody's not going to get what they. Everybody's not going to be.
Because you're going to have somebody that say, I don't want money. I want to travel the world for 10 years and y'all pay for it. I mean, somebody going to find some little chink to throw in there to say, but this is what I wanted. You decided somebody.
This is what you getting. Fuck that.
But that's the thing. That's why I said if you got one thing.
This your option, nigga. 25 years of monthly checks. Take it or get the fuck out this country. Yeah. Like real talk. The government only going the government sitting the way it is right now in 2017 is only going to offer us reparations to get that shit out the way.
And let's be real.
We gonna take this shit off the table right now. You niggas ain't never gonna talk about reparations.
This is a what if.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
No, you
I'm talking about what if too.
We're not doing negative.
I'm
they gonna kill us. What if? We staying positive. What if?
Right now, the government, a government, would only offer us reparations because, for one, we deserve it on the positive side, and on the negative end, to get that shit off the table.
But we just saying the what if.
Right, it's a what if.
So what if they came to us for whatever reason? They dropped it on the table and say, "Look, I need you." Like he said in the beginning, I need you, DN, AC, Nola, Stezo. Figure out what to give your people as reparations. Now, we've all decided on one thing or another. And I agree with both of y'all, but I think the one thing that is equal on both ends of that is the money. That shit gonna cost regardless. Education gonna cost. And annuity gonna cost. And I feel like I don't want education. I also don't really know if I want the money. Because I'm basically just accepting a dollar amount that, okay, right now, it would take care of my bills. But 10 years down the line, the price of living go up because everybody got this money. Because these the way the economy work ain't gonna change. Because
you gotta crunch that shit to adjust.
So now I still get this fucking $1,100 every 2 weeks. But now my rent $3,000. So I still gotta go to work and get this money.
That's why you gotta fine print. Adjust the cost of living.
Right. It's got to say that the cost of living has to stay manageable. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or we adjust it.
Right. We got to work around that shit. But I feel like I said, I feel like you deserve yours as a man without kids. I feel like I deserve mine as a man with a college education. She deserves hers as a woman with no kids. He deserves his as an entrepreneur. I want mine. But we all got to get the same. Whatever the fuck you do with it after that, that's on you.
And and to me, and I'm pretty sure I've heard this down here all the time. I think one thing we can't do if we have this big, we as a people cannot agree on everything. We're not going to agree, and that's the thing. And the thing about sometimes you just have to, and this is my opinion. Sometimes you just got to say, it ain't about me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. I think
that would be.
It's not about.
I think that would be a necessary mind state when you're making this decision.
And that's the thing. It's not about me. But that's the problem we have. If they said put together, we'll come out 3 hours later talk about we couldn't come up with shit. But they're like, damn, nigga, we trying to help you out.
But you though,
right? That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the day, one person makes the decision.
Sometimes if you got it, sometimes for me,
but if it's not about me, but you saying Black America,
it is about me.
No. When I say it's not about me, it's not about me personally.
Yeah, none
it's not about me personally.
None of your needs.
Okay, if I still have to go to work, but I know my man, son, daughter, whatever, will get something better out of it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go to work for the rest of my life.
You saying whatever we get, you're willing to say it's not about me. But the decision is about you.
No, the decision is about me. Yeah. But what the overall goal doesn't have to benefit me. That's me. If it helps your niece, if it helps your daughter,
but we got some selfish because I'm selfish,
and that's my thing. It's about me. That's my problem.
These old Patty.
But that's the thing.
I need my money.
But at the end of the day, that's what we all say. We can't come up with a decision and fuck around. We be like this. How many times, your mother come in the room and say, what y'all want to do? We can't come up. She's like, well, fuck, ain't nobody doing nothing.
No. If she say, what y'all want to do, I want to do this. Now, if she say, what y'all want to do and agree, then, we fucked up. Because I know what I want to do.
And then nobody gets shit.
Right, but that's because she said we got to agree.
But that's the issue.
But if she get all of us what we want...
See, but that's the thing. But that's not going to happen. And because that's not going to happen, nobody gets nothing. Sometimes you just have to say, hey, it is what it is.
But if the what if is, hey, whatever you want, you get.
No, if she say, look, I'm buying some cereal. It's 3 of y'all in there. I'm buying one brand of cereal. What do you want?
Fucked up
I feel like you could take your 30 years worth of money and buy your education.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to take my 30 years worth of money and do what the fuck I want to do.
I mean, you could.
You can. 30 years worth of money and do what the fuck you want to do. And money matters.
I'm not
what I'm getting these reparations for us because somebody put in a time. That's what God gave you.
Right.
Time. That's
Yeah.
what people pay you for every check. Time.
I'm not knocking it.
So now here I am. You're paying me for the time that somebody spent being a slave.
Yep.
Or being, you
And
know what I'm saying, indentured or whatever. Because it wasn't just black slaves.
But you know something?
It was slaves
But you
all
know
over the
something?
place.
It probably, you'll be surprised. It's possible that you'll have a lot of slaves that said that if you said, what did you want me to have? They say, I don't want you to have money. I want you to be able to do the shit I couldn't do. That's get an education because they wouldn't let me fucking read.
But I could do that with
Yeah, but
money.
No, I'm just saying.
You had some that said, I want you to go out there and ball hard. I want you to go out there
I
and
think that's a
and
fair-
shit
You
on
may.
It is
I'm
fair
not
for
knocking
that
that.
one black person.
You
or
not.
as many black people as they want to go out here and buy that Escalade on 30.
But here,
That is fair.
but here's the thing.
Everybody don't want.
But here's the
fucking
thing.
education.
Here's the thing. I'm not knocking what you're saying the same way you're not knocking what I'm saying. My thing is, and this is like I said, my personal opinion. I just think you get more positive out educating opposed to just giving people money.
No, I'm not knocking that. I think
same
so.
thing I look at it as a
I feel
kid.
you.
Same thing I look at it as a kid. I give a kid whatever, but I tell them how to work for it and tell them, look, this is how I teach you how to manage money.
Sometimes they just gonna kiss
You know.
your ass till they
And they're
get what they
constantly
want.
do
They
it.
gonna go
We
back
call
and do
them-
what the fuck
we
they
call
want to
them-
do.
We call them spoiled kids.
Yeah.
They go out there, just bag money and say, well, I ain't got no money to get to school. Here you go. That's what we do.
But wait a minute. If I
You know what I'm saying?
If I cut their ass this check, I ain't never gotta hit that.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
If you got money for 30 years,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna need 40 years worth of checks.
What they say, a fool in his money is still partying.
Mm-hmm.
I can't never say that fucking word. But, you know,
I
but
like that annuity. So would there be like some kind of interest rate on this annuity or some kind
It's
of?
on you. We get to, make it on. You know?
I like that annuity because we've been talking about this education. I really want to focus on this check though.
Okay.
So like, what do you think would be a positive outcome that gives black people the fair shot at being, creating some 1%ers in our race? Like, I know we got some millionaires in our race, but we don't really know them.
How fast are you trying to make us 1%ers, though?
I'm not trying to I ain't putting a time frame on it.
I'm just saying, if you had to really guess, because
I feel
Are
like
you
it's gonna
saying
be
in the
some
next
fuck
10
ups.
years? 'Cause we're not gonna
learn
be there in
more-
10
We
years.
learn more from Fed. It's gonna be a bunch of Hell's Chickens pop up all over.
yeah, that's
the
what
place.
I'm saying. So
You know
it's
what
not
I'm
going to
saying?
be
Some
10
beeper shops.
years.
The thing is, I don't have
Selling rims
I
and
don't
shit.
have a problem with that.
Right.
What?
Because it's owed to us. I don't have a problem with what black people want to do with the money they are owed.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to spend your monthly annuity on, a big whisk competition every month,
Right.
then that's what you do because it is what we owe. I'm not here to judge nobody based on
just wanna
because
give you a
we
fair
don't.
shot, yeah.
Right. I just want to give you a fair shot because we didn't have it. I feel as though with dealing with money, if we had it already, then we wouldn't be fuck ups.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mind if you fuck up. It's mine. Let me do what I want to do with the money that I'm owed.
Yeah, I could be
Okay.
on the receiving end of your check.
I know I have
can
friends
set myself
with,
up
right, I
to
have
get your money.
friends with kids. I know they ain't gonna be shit. I don't give a fuck what we teach them. Ain't no trade gonna help them. They fucking idiots.
That's a slow clap. Goddamn it.
You know what I'm saying? So no, let me get my chop and I'll blow it on. Goddamn it.
And what you do with your
Peruvian
money.
weave
Mm-hmm.
and Louboutins, because that's mine. It
You
wasn't
do
no
what you wanna
shit for the Jews when they gave them they shit.
Mm-hmm.
The Indians.
Yeah, because all of
get
them
they
didn't
shit.
do positive.
Hell
A lot of them
no.
fucked up a lot of money.
So I just want to be able to. I don't care. I don't have a problem with our people being fuck ups because if we'd have had the dough we were supposed to been owed to us, we wouldn't have been fuck ups.
But I don't want to shit on education because
I don't wanna
I
shit on
am.
No, but I think
education.
the people who want that education are still gonna have the fair shot of getting it when they cut this check.
I do too.
do
I do
too.
too. I do too.
I do believe that it's gonna be some people that run to the university to get that education. It's still gonna
Yeah.
be free.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be. Matter of fact, they may go there and take out a loan for the education, but they gonna use their check to pay for their houses, so they ain't got. That's one less thing they got to do.
So
they
you-
gonna have a fair shot to do whatever the hell they want to do when they get this annuity.
Okay, I see
so
what
we
you're saying.
so we talking $10,000 for the
That was
rest
just
of
the
your
number I
life.
threw out.
$5,000 for
It could
the
be
rest of your life.
20,000.
For the rest of your life. For a month.
No, 30 years.
I put a limit, 25.
30 years.
Yeah, I said 25. He's saying 30
I say
years.
30.
Now this everybody. Your
Yeah.
kid, my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, at a certain age,
Yeah,
though.
they get it. They
What
get
you
it
mean?
at 18.
I can't say it too.
I'm like, damn, we ain't working and we bringing in $100,000
Right,
at
'cause
the
I
crib.
mean, I can't say it. If
I mean, damn.
my daughter 2 years
For nothing?
old. My
For
daughter 2
nothing?
years old. She
And
can't
we ain't
get
doing
that
shit?
You know,
money.
technically,
Oh
this is
shit,
how-
we gonna
this
be
is how
some ignorant
Social Security-
motherfuckers for real.
This is how Social Security
Ain't nobody
set up.
gonna.
This is how Social Security is
Motherfuckers
supposed
dropping out of
to be
school.
set up. You get this Social Security at 65. That's when that bread's supposed to kick in. That
Yeah.
the generation before has worked hard for you to get. Blah, blah, blah. Now, if you cut that check earlier, it's going to wear out faster. Now, it's supposed to be for you to take care of yourself when you can't take care of yourself physically. When you put in the time and your body didn't wore out, or, you're supposed to enjoy the wonder years of your life or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, that time frame is important. So when do you give these people this money?
18.
Do you give it to them at 18? Do you give it to them at 25? Do you give it
No,
at 15?
18. At 18, you.
I'm asking y'all.
Because we're going off this country.
This y'all decision.
Yeah,
Right. So now-
we're going off this country, and this country says
how we perform.
you're an adult at 18.
Yeah.
You can fight for this country at 18, so at 18.
So
18, the clock starts. 25.
Do you
If y'all
know
say 25 or
kids-
30 years.
do you know children whose grandparents?
How much money we giving them? We giving everybody
We're
a
gonna do
month?
10,000 a month.
10,000.
This
I'm
from
agreeing. I'm going to say
everybody.
15, 20,000.
15,000 for everyone in the household that's over 18.
Because at one
Yeah.
time I made 5,000 a month, and I could carry myself with my head up and pay my bills and take care of my responsibility.
No, we talking
10
reparations.
10 would have took me. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
10 would take me to an all-time high. Because in my mind, everybody's different. I don't want that big-ass house. I don't need no, you know what I'm saying, fucking big-ass wardrobe. I like cars. I'm probably going to take my money and buy me a few cars. I'm going to need a couple garages. You know what I'm saying?
We
But
said
everybody's gonna do
at
something.
18,
The
you get
reparations-
15,000 for the next 25 years.
Yeah, so 15,000 a month for the next
Yeah.
25 years?
A
That's
month
fair
for
number.
the next 25 years.
That's a fair number. You get to do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. If you just wake up one day like, damn, I need a bigger house, or I want a bigger house, because the whole point of these reparations is supposed to create some kind of security and happiness in your life.
And
It's supposed to make you happy.
and there's nothing wrong with
What it did for the Jews.
Yeah.
and
It's
it's
supposed to
nothing,
make you happy.
and there's nothing wrong with that.
Education might not make you happy. It might stress you the fuck out.
And,
'cause I went to
and I
college.
get you,
That
and I
shit
get
sucks.
you, and I get you, and I'm not knocking it, but it's funny. Nobody mentioned that them cars that you went is gonna be a million motherfuckers that's opening up cars and trying to fix cars. So
But
that same as that
gonna
lawyer
put money
has
back.
fluctuated. Nope, same as
gonna
that
put money
same
back.
as that
I mean,
lawyer.
yeah, okay,
Same
but
as
go
that
ahead.
lawyer. Nobody mentioned that.
But what's wrong with them opening? I mean, they can go ahead and do it.
No. What's wrong with people with the lawyer? See, my thing was when I said the lawyer, I was like, oh, you can't do that.
No.
I didn't say you can't.
Come
I
on.
didn't
do
say
it.
you can't. I just touched on the point that this could be
Everybody
the outcome of
can't
it.
be a
And
doctor and
that
lawyer.
everybody can't own cars and sit in
Right.
shops either.
But you just-
Everybody
but nobody
don't want to.
No,
either.
But you thought about cars and it'll
what
be in
I'm
the
being-
shop when he mentioned
No,
cars.
when I was sitting here, I was waiting for one to say that. Damn, that could be fluctuating.
Does he
too.
need education from a
No.
university or
You
college
missing
to
my
repair
point.
cars?
You missing my point.
Right, to buy
He
cars?
said no. You're missing my point. He said I want to have these cars and do this.
Yeah.
So he's just spending his money on material shit.
I want my happiness.
This,
He spent his
no.
money, he
I'm
wanted
it's a
to spend
simple
it.
question.
Yeah.
You're buying this for material
To
shit.
make me happy.
This
That
is-
month.
So it's nothing about
That month. Not for the
Damn,
for the
I
whole
said
25
it's nothing
years.
about, and y'all said this month.
Right.
I'm not fucking no car.
Wait. I said this about, and y'all just said this month. I ain't finished the fucking question.
No. He.
So what I'm saying is, everything that you're buying is 100% material. It's not to invest nothing or anything. It's 100% material. Just to.
No, I could probably-
No, I'm asking.
I could buy a car. I could buy a car. Wait, listen. I could buy a car that month when I get my check, and the next month I take a whole check and put it towards my son's education. I can do what the fuck I want to do with my money. That's what I'm saying.
Wait.
I
Your
have
son.
options.
Your son could do it because he's 18, right? He can put his own money up.
He can.
Yeah, but now he's 12.
But now look what happens.
Think about it. See, he's 12 and he's thankful for his son.
But now look
He
what
gonna have
happens.
the money when he turn 18.
But
It
he
don't
gonna
matter.
plan
Okay.
that out though. He know that money coming. He gonna have a plan for it.
Okay.
That's the part that I
I'm not.
like.
I'm not knocking on
Yeah.
it. I'm not
I like
knocking
that.
on it.
You know what's coming.
You know something?
You can line yourself up because
like,
niggas ain't got
like
nothing.
I said, this is my opinion.
Don't know how to act when they
this,
get it.
This is my
Thank
opinion.
you.
Yeah, and you give motherfucker free money, you gonna see it. This is my opinion. This
keep
is
saying
my
free
opinion.
money.
This
that shit's been earned.
free money meaning okay is reparations. Don't
Free
get me wrong.
education is the same, ain't it?
I get it. It's free money. When I say free money, I mean it's one thing for me to give you money and say here. It's
Okay.
Wait. I'm not finished. It's another thing
I
for
just
me
want
to
to say this
because
because I'm just trying to figure out. Are you saying that? Because I'm getting what you're saying. You saying if you give free money in the form of actual money versus free money in the form of education, that Black America gonna see them dollars and lose their mind.
No, what I'm saying, I'm putting education over money. That's what I'm saying. Whatever you're saying.
If they getting the check for 10, no, I'm not trying to catch you up. I'm just really trying to ask. If I'm getting 10,000 in my account versus I'm getting 10,000 towards education, you saying if they got it and they can spend it, they're going to trick it off on bullshit, what you saying.
I'm saying you would have more people trick it off on bullshit opposed. You can't trick off for education. I don't think you can. So it's the physical money. I mean, yeah, because I would say, like you said, they're kids. You give a kid $10 and they didn't work for it, that kid will jag it off. You give a kid $10 and he worked for it.
And you feel that they with education,
that's my opinion,
they can't jag it off because it's not actual money say they can do it. They have to go to school.
No, I think with an education, one, it makes you smarter. Two, it helps you in the future. Now your thing is, why you need help in the future if you constantly getting this check? That's what I'm getting out of it.
I'm saying it sounds to me like you feel like if you give like young people the option of cash versus education, yeah, they're gonna get cash and fuck it up. But this education, they can't fuck up.
No,
I'm asking.
No. I'm not. When you you brought
I mean, it makes sense to me because you can't fuck up education.
When you brought up art, I guess you can make a wrong decision. I'm not saying you can't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't. My thing is, if you're talking about an education, one, if you got somebody in art, let's say, right, and you mess that up, you know what I'm saying? If you go into a wrong field and you choose art A, that's on you. That's my opinion. Now your thing is, okay, here go $10,000 I invested in the daycare. It didn't work. So I want to recount. So my thing is, you're basically saying I want security if I mess up.
So do you look at
you saying is that what you're saying? I want security if I mess up.
But I'm saying, so do you look at education as teaching a man to fish?
I look at opposed to if you put in that sense, yes.
That's what I'm getting to. Because you said actual cash, they're gonna take them dollars in
that sense, yes. If you're using in that, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm getting to.
In that sense, that's what I'm saying.
In that sense, I agree with you, but again, like I said, I don't think it's fair for everyone.
I don't think anything's gonna be fair for everybody around the board.
That's why I say,
which is why I said, if you leave it up to me, it's not about my personal preference. That's what I said. I said, if I don't benefit for it, but it benefits for 51% of black people
in the future,
I'm going for the 51%. Even if I'm the 49%. Maybe that's just me.
I'm not saying you're wrong for that.
I agree.
No.
But what I'm saying is,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not going to be able to satisfy everybody.
I don't think everybody going to sacrifice.
I think I'm going to get 70% of my people to want this money. Like, I think that there's going to be a fairer shot with the money than it would be with the education. Because at the end of the day, I can be as educated as I want to be. You know what I'm saying? And still not get the job I need. Still not get employed because maybe I'm not hireable. Maybe I'm not the person that's for the job. You know what I'm saying? I might have this education, I might have this paperwork, but I may not be the person for this job.
I didn't think about that. I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? But if you give me this bread, and I know I got this bread coming for 30 years, I got some room to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? After I get this happiness out the way, it's a lesson to be learned in that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to have 30 years to... It's going to be a long-ass lesson because at 38, I know what to do with my money now. Somebody was to drop a bag in my hand, I'm going to do something different.
Yeah, versus
when you're 18...
Yeah, versus 21.
Right, when you're 18, 21, there's a lesson to learn there. But I feel like the lesson is what we all need fairly to learn. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the money is just money.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
No, it's not.
I had cousins who went through that.
Well, it's just
It's
money.
not gonna stop niggas from shooting each other.
No.
No. I had cousins that went through that. They got money when they turned 18, 21, 25.
I have too.
And they fucked it up. So I'm not saying money is the answer. But I'm just saying,
It's the lesson.
I just think money over 25, 30 years versus education is the better option.
I think it's a fair option. I don't think it's better.
Now, if you tell me, you know what, save 25 to 30, I want to be a doctor. I know med school costs. Keep your money. I'm going to school. I'm not going to tell you dumb for doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you seem serious about that shit. So you got a plan.
Escalade gonna be $300,000 if they do that though.
Right, but he don't want the Escalade. He don't want the Escalade. He don't want the.
But
he
just
want
like,
the
just like right now, just like right now, you earn your money. You probably can afford to go out here and buy the current Escalade right now.
Okay.
You may have to make some sacrifices.
But see, y'all keep going to this material. I'm talking about the man that don't care about material.
That's why I say it needs to be fair. That's why I'm saying that. It's exact that same thought right there, because I could probably go out here and buy me some land, grow me a fucking farm, and sell y'all food and make me triple
That's what I'm saying.
my reparations every month.
Yeah, let's.
You see what I'm saying?
What I'm trying to do is let's
need,
stop the material, because I don't think everybody gonna trick off their money on bullshit.
But I'm not talking about that. I use that as because it's a relatable thought. Everybody will say that. As soon as they give niggas some money, niggas gonna go out here and buy Cadillacs. That's been a thought and a joke for years.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm only using that as an example for a reason. But nobody's thinking about the meals that need to get paid or the cost of corn or, you know what I'm saying? None of that type of shit. It's gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be beneficial. It's gonna be 50-50. I really look at it like that.
Let me ask you this. Like you said, it's not the material thing and it may not be true. Now, this is all opinion on you all. I'm just gonna ask this question. You got $10,000 coming in for the next 30,000. For 30 years,
30
or
years.
whatever, right?
$10,000 a month.
That's
for the
what
next
it, right.
30 years.
You have your kids, once they hit 18, they gonna get it. Your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, she got 10,000.
Yeah.
Right? So let's just say it's three of y'all. That's $30,000
A month.
a month
Amongst just
household.
that household.
in a household.
If y'all still living
If
together.
y'all still living together. Let me ask you a question. I want you to be 100% honest. When that 30, are you investing in something? Knowing you got 10,000, yeah, I got 30,000 coming back
Honestly,
for the next 30 years.
I'm gonna be so honest. I'm investing. My child, hell no.
That's the
Hell no.
That is
my
the
child ain't
scale.
investing. My child gonna look at me like, why are you putting all that into Nike? You
I'm
stupid
kinda
as fuck.
looking at you. Why are you investing when you got 30,000 coming for the next 30 years?
Cause I'm greedy.
What, dude? You can't even take this money. 30,000? Can you count 30,000 for 10 years?
Yeah, I'm just
I mean,
saying, I'm greedy.
for 12 months. What's
I'm
that?
greedy.
300?
Because honestly,
No, that's more than that. What is
honestly,
that?
the
This is
reason.
what-
I mean, come on. No. Come on. Let's be real.
No, I'm-
It's one
I'm
thing
trying
to
to tell y'all why I'm real. I'm
It's
trying to tell
one
you why
thing
I'm
to
real.
invest if you're not sure if this is 100%.
I'm trying to tell you why I'm real. When you invest, the risk is so fucking high. Like, I don't know if they're gonna do good. Like, when I get my check and I get that bonus check and they like, here's $800. Yeah, a part of me wants to put the whole 800 into stocks. But you know what I do? I put 200. Cause it's like, you know what? You ain't getting all my shit. But if I know I got 10,000 coming next month, yeah, I put the whole 10 to invest.
Now wait a minute.
Cause that's my safety
Now
net.
look at this.
What the fuck is a safety net? 30 years, you got 10,000
But
coming.
look
What
at
safety
this.
net
That
do
is
you need,
the safety
man?
net.
Look,
What's your
this is-
What safety net?
This is a-
What? No. We ain't talking about it. What is the safety
That's
net
my safety
you saying
net.
you need?
I
No,
can
because you're
take
trying to
this
flip it.
chance.
What I'm trying to
Nobody
say.
try to flip it.
No.
I can take-
What? No.
All I'm saying
What
is
I
I can
said,
take
would you
this
invest
chance
it?
on this stock.
No. What I
Because
said.
I got
No, listen.
10,000 coming.
I said, would you invest it?
Yeah.
And you said, yeah. And I said, what's the safety net? Because you said, I need to make sure I'm going to have money for the next, I guess, for the next 30 years. Even though you're already safety because this check is coming in. Then what she did was try to flip, what's the safety in education? I'm not talking about what's the safety in education.
But
What I'm talking about,
what I'm saying for me,
right.
What I'm saying for me is
What I'm saying-
that safety is I
No.
can put that whole check into it.
No, but you tried to flip it because I wasn't talking about the safety
Right,
in education.
don't go to the flip. I'm just saying why I would invest it. Because I don't have to
Again,
worry about if I do lose the whole 10,000, it don't hurt me because I got 10,000 coming next
you
month.
stated
That's my
when
safety
I
net.
no when I
Yeah,
asked,
that's my
when I
safety net.
asked, I said why you invest? You said because of a safety net, And I'm like, what's the safety net? You already have the safety net with the 10,000 coming in for the next 30 years.
So I could enrich my 10,000.
That's what I'm saying.
Answered your question with I'm greedy.
No.
Right,
Now,
that's
now,
what I said.
What comes back to this is the way y'all sharing the same thing.
And you know something?
Look on your input about on your idea about the education. It was for longevity, and that education is supposed to last through generations.
And I said it wasn't about me.
No. I know. Listen. Your original thought about education was that it's going to flourish through generations, right? He's not worried about anyone else but his legacy, his kids and their kids and their kids.
Yeah.
So when he goes to invest his reparations, it's to make his legacy strong.
Yeah.
Other people not gonna do that. So because he getting 10,000, 15,000 a month for the next 30 years, he's trying to make sure that 10,000, 15,000 for the next 30 years ain't the only money that him and his legacy are getting. Other people not gonna think like that.
Wait, hold up. So what we're saying is, I know I'm getting 10,000. I know my son getting 10,000. I know when he have a child, they're getting 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, I want to be able, for me right now, I want to invest so my son's son not only get 10,000, he could. If the investment works, he's getting 60,000.
This is how white people are so successful.
because I want him to be. I want him to
This
be
is how
a
Trump
billion.
ended up president.
I don't want. Like, see, my thing is this: if all that money, if we do nothing with it, we're still just millionaires.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to hit. I may want to be a billionaire. I want my legacy to be like my sons are billionaires now. I'm just saying.
Somebody else will take this education, just like you said, pros and cons about education. Somebody else will take this education and become a botanist and grow some shit that eat people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Like, you gotta think about it. Could be some motherfuckers that do. They could create biological warfare. They could make a new nuclear weapon. Education works in a negative way too on a major.
I never knocked it in a negative way. I just said, also I get that because we brought up the R. There's somebody going to the wrong state, and
you think it'd be more positive?
I think you would get more positive out of it. My thing is, for every person that you're gonna say going build whatever you just said they gonna have,
right.
It's gonna be a dude that say, what, 10,000? Man, I'm ready to flip this to a key. He go to jail.
But that reason right there is why I would take the risk on investing. Yeah.
But for every person that you said do the art thing,
I don't
it's gonna
care
be,
about them.
See, you don't see. That's the thing.
Yeah.
No.
I told you.
But you cared about the people when I said college. You brought up the art person.
Yeah, you're
You brought up
sacrificing.
You brought up the art person.
Because I look at them as being stupid.
Let's bring up the dope man.
They're stupid too.
So let's not say don't worry about him.
The art person and the dope man, to me, they both took stupid avenues.
Okay, so let's talk about him. That's all I'm saying.
Because neither one of y'all think that art pay off.
No, I said that. I said that.
Depending on what you go for.
That free education to go into the art field could lead the way to one person.
I just said
that creates
research
the kind of art that makes art valuable.
What I stated was whatever you're gonna go research. That's all I said. Whatever it is you're going into, and then since we flipped it on that,
I'm not knocking that, but I really want the kids to really research
on this side of the table.
I got
talking about getting this money, eh?
No, come on, y'all. Let's
call being a parent. It's called being a parent.
I got people that went to school for broadcasting. That was they major, broadcasting. I mean, it's so many majors you can go to school for. I don't think everybody's gonna
being a parent.
No. Teach your kids how to research shit. It's not hard.
No, it's not.
No, it's not hard. But when I was 18, my mama let me do what
your mama let you do. Will you let your kid do what he want to do?
At 18? If that's not what they
you talking 18, but
for,
but you can tell, you can teach your kid how to.
They don't want.
No, but it's called guidance. It's called guidance. If they don't go that way, they don't go that way. But it doesn't mean you have to sit there and be like, hey, 18, I'm not going to say anything.
See, now this
same thing my parents did.
I think you need
somebody. No. Listen, somebody could have said. Somebody could have said, hey, I know you're grown, but if you need to still look into some schools or something, somebody could have said that. They shouldn't have just said.
Yeah, my mom did that.
But
man.
no, I'm saying, but she did what she did. Now, if you chose to go a different,
right,
you chose a different way. But she did her thing as a parent.
Yeah.
My thing is, if she didn't say anything,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Now,
not saying she's a bad parent or anything.
I agree. If a motherfucker just sit back and let their kids fuck up.
Right, I mean,
my mother, man, she
So if you
she drilled in my head,
right,
tears in her eyes, and I still was like, stop crying, I'm good.
Right, I'm not saying I'm not going to say you
the same thing, but what she did was she wanted me to make a decision. She didn't rather want to steer me no direction
One
at
way
all.
or another.
She didn't say go to school. She didn't say go to work, but she said make a decision.
My mother was different. My mother told me flat out. She was like, "I'm worried that you're not going to make it."
See, but
My
here's
mama knew I wasn't gonna make it. She just wanted me to figure out an attempt. You see what I'm saying? Like she
Nah, my mom's had given up.
She already knew
The shit I was doing, she
exactly.
she had given up.
She already knew I was gonna survive.
Like, I'll tell you
she
right
just didn't know how I was gonna
like
survive.
I'll tell you right now.
She didn't know I was gonna survive. She thought she gave to the point. She was like, you know what? Whatever happens, it's on you. I did all I could. I told you all I could. And I mean, honestly, I see what you're saying, that nigga. But honestly, I just looked at her like, I know better than you, moms. That's how I just.
And you know something? If you went and did whatever, hey, she did her thing. You know what I'm saying? My thing is me. Nobody told me, hey man, you know, you need to. I mean, just check out colleges.
Nobody
check
told me
out
that
this
because nobody knew it.
No.
Nobody around
Check
me
out
knew
this.
Yeah, around them knew it. Yeah.
Check this out. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm not
true.
saying,
That's
check
true.
this out. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Motherfucker graduated high school. They said, who you gonna work at? Damn. I mean, you could have still. I mean, yeah, I'm 18, but you could say, hey.
Yeah.
Again, you don't have to make me do nothing.
Now,
But you
if
can
your
say,
house,
just
but,
check it out.
But was your house
So
full
yes,
of
you
college?
can, parent.
Was your
College?
house
Was
full
your
of
house full of
graduates?
college graduates?
No, I'm not a college graduate, but I could tell my son, hey, look into this.
Because of where you are now.
No, I mean, yeah, my parents are older than I am now.
Let me ask
No.
you
When I
this.
say where
Was
you
it-
are now,
is
I mean you
is it
you
because
come
you
in
see the benefit in
contact.
college?
You hang, yeah.
No. What I'm saying is, it's something that you should look at. You look up, and now we're talking about free education. Yes, you should look at that. Now, if you saying what
But
you
you
gonna,
had to see that education was kind of good.
No.
Right?
What I'm saying, if I'm
Without
speaking,
your mother telling, because your mother didn't tell you because she didn't experience
no,
it.
I didn't go.
Right, I'm just saying, but your mother wasn't pushing you that way. You said when you turn 18, get a job, well, where you gonna work? So she didn't experience college. So something with you living your life, you had to experience that. College is probably good.
No.
I'm gonna tell my son about college.
Oh, what I realized when I worked, damn, a college education would help.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So that helped. My parents was working at the time,
Yeah.
but they didn't say, damn, man, a
Exactly.
college education. So they didn't. So I get that. My motherfucker been going to school forever in a day. She graduated like 10 times. I don't even know if she graduated for. But anywho, what I'm saying was, what I'm saying is, only because you're 18 doesn't mean you stop parenting. Now, granted, you don't have to listen to me, but I could still say, hey, you check that out. And especially if you got free education in front of you, I'm definitely going to say, research that shit. Now, if you don't take it, you don't take it. But, I can't make you do it. But I'm still going to do it.
No, and I think,
But I think,
reparations or whatever, you should.
I think the
But I just
bottom line, I think one of the bottom lines is our problem, whether I'm the one with the problem, whether somebody else the one with the problem. We can never sit somewhere and agree about something that
Shit,
benefits.
I got an answer
we
for you
can't.
right now.
No.
You know what?
We
Look,
can't.
look, if
we
Ancient
can't.
had-
But honestly, this is
Ancient
tough,
was
man.
cool-
This
listen, if
is
Ancient
not
was
a
cool-
what type of ice cube should we serve at the dinner
If
party. This is a
Ancient was
tough
cool
question.
To make this decision,
Well,
y'all didn't help me make it. You got two options. You either get an education or you get this check. Now I got to find out what this education is for or what it's gonna cost to know that you're getting the monetary equivalent of it. You see what I'm saying? But either way it goes, I gotta cut you a check for either one.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing about that though. Here's the thing about that. Like I said, you will go with the check. I said education. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, if you went with the check, I'd be like, I ain't down with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I don't think that's the best decision, but I'll roll with it. And I'm willing to say, okay, if you felt that would benefit us more than if that's the 51%. And I was the 49%, and you felt that in your heart, go for it.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm making a decision for both of us.
No,
and you can take your check and go to school.
No. Regardless of what it is, if I feel that the education is the thing, but you feel, because you're the decision maker, that 51% would benefit through the check, and you really feel that way, I will roll with it. My thing is, I don't dislike you about it. I don't think you're wrong about it. I just say I have a different view. My thing is, our problem is when we get that, you have people that 49% be like, man, fuck you, because we refuse to agree on shit. And a lot of times, that's why I brought up the kids. A lot of times, your parent to come in and say, what do y'all decide? Nothing. Well, ain't nobody getting shit. And now nobody gets nothing because we just couldn't agree. Nobody wants to take a sacrifice for anything. Nobody wants to get left out. And I think, now we talk about the Jews, we talk about white people, whatever. Somebody took a sacrifice and they said, fuck it, it's for the better of the race. Somebody did.
Yeah, but they all got something.
Regardless.
It just wasn't their kid.
But my point is, they said, somebody took a sacrifice. Maybe somebody said, well, you getting more because of kids, and I got less.
I feel like the people that
You know
took
what I'm
the sacrifices is the people that we getting the reparations.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because when they did it, they all still received something.
They got their checks because of the Holocaust and the way they people was treated in the past.
Right.
We don't get our checks because of slavery and the way our people was treated in the past. Everybody's supposed to get something.
So
ain't no way in hell I'm supposed to X you out.
So money will fix it.
No. Not what I said. Education's gonna cost. Let's think about this.
Money
man.
will fix it.
Let's think about this.
Money will fix it. Even if you buying for education, it's gonna fix it.
There's never gonna be a fix for this. But reparations don't mean fix. It's a Band-Aid.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's not a fix.
No.
That's a Band-Aid.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that.
Look up that. Where's Youngin? Google the definition of reparations.
What we're talking about is you're saying if you have the money, you could pay for education. So I'm saying money will fix it. Whether it's education, whether it's investments, money will fix it. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what I said.
You're right. You explained it. You're right.
Thank you, brother.
You're right.
You still need Youngin?
No, I still want to know what the definition of reparations is.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm
going live right now. I can't Google, so Nola's on it. Nola, can you give us the definition of reparations?
So
you looking it up?
Yeah.
So the bottom line,
she Youngin 2.0.
You think right? Some may think that money will fix it.
And you know what?
Some may think education will fix it.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this because that nigga keeps saying if we all go into a room, we will not come out, and I agree.
I do.
But if we keep having these discussions,
by the time we get in
not
that room,
just
it ain't gonna be hard at all.
If we got some other ones, I think we could because we keep hard. You know, yeah. So when we do go in that room, hey, look, this was Stezo Radio was saying about this. Yeah. This what that group was saying. I think maybe we probably then could go in a room and come out with something. But we don't talk about it enough to really, hash out all the
some
what
of these
ifs.
points that we brought up tonight. Your perspective, his perspective, mine and hers, could be stepping stones to getting the answer to that question.
It could be, and I'm not saying everything I said was 100% like.
No, but it's a beginning.
But
that's what I like about this topic. It was a beginning.
I was just like, for me, and I'm not saying that you all are putting money over education. I just think in the longevity part of it, that education, the knowledge, will actually help us in the future. It may not benefit me. But for the duration of the people, I think
for the existence of our race and culture, education is important.
Yeah.
I agree.
And to be perfectly honest, I really think that's probably more realistic than the of us giving us $10,000 a month. And I know we were just throwing out numbers, but I'm just saying. Yeah. I mean,
if they gave you $10,000, $15,000 on a card, it's realistic.
Yeah,
and that card is
killing the swap.
What?
Killing the swap.
Hey, but
killing the swap. Yeah. And I got 10 coming back next year. Yeah. I mean, next time, nigga, fuck your rails. I'm real.
You know who getting the money though? The people with the trades and the skills. Barber getting paid every week. Not that 2 week shit no more. And the barber charge $50 for a haircut.
Like, dude,
I
went to a school where they had all that shit, and that's one thing I regret not doing, taking up like the cosmetology. Because when I heard that, I'm thinking you just got to do hair. I ain't thinking barber or nothing like that. And then I also looked at it like this: if I major in this, I got to go in that field. That's how I was looking at it. But it's like, you ain't got to go in that field, bro.
I know some barbers right
That's
now.
just something you do on the side, and you make some dough.
I know barbers that had money from cutting hair to go into real estate, to go into restaurants, to go into healthcare. Like that is a stepping stone. Like they got chains of barbershops now because they were cutting hair.
That's like one thing.
But the thing that they knew that other barbers didn't know was how to invest their money. You see what I'm saying?
Like, I damn sure didn't see it. I was just like, so I gotta be a barber if I do this? Not thinking, dude, bro, you know you can cut that shit on the side. You do know that, right? And I never looked at it that way.
When you younger, They had great opportunities to do and learn multiple
right, that
things.
your parents are not going to teach you because
Nah.
they don't know.
They don't know. Yeah, especially our
Yeah.
parents. Our parents had one-track minds. You know what I'm saying? Back then, college was cheap, but it wasn't realistic for a lot of them. They went, especially if they came from families that went to college. But it was a big goal in my generation, in our generation, to be the first to go to college. You know what I'm saying? Like, they even use McDonald's as a stepping stone, man. Calvin, he gonna be the manager, and he gonna make enough money where he
You
get
bogus as hell gonna bring up
to go to
Calvin.
McDonald's. I mean, to go. You know
Calvin
what I'm
got a
saying?
job.
You know what I'm saying? To go to university and become like it was a stepping stone to get out the hood. College was.
Bitch.
You know what I'm saying? But like the generations after us, they see that college is a trap. They've been trained to know that college is a trap. College, you gonna go to college, you gonna find a job, intern job, making a little money, and you're gonna owe these people their bread. They see that. That's the reality of it. Where you might have seen, where you might have seen, college allows you to get an education to make yourself valuable to make money. Now you still got to take the necessary steps of looking for jobs that's gonna pay you more, retraining yourself and sharpening your knife on this education. It's still work to be done after this education.
And the thing about
But
it,
a lot of these people see that, goddamn it, you 100,000, 200,000 in debt.
in debt.
Yeah,
But if but that's the thing though.
yeah.
If you do go into this field, and let's say you can't get a job, do you have the $200,000 in debt?
You talking about with the free income,
With
with the free education?
You don't have the debt.
So
Nah.
you just
No, I'm just saying you don't have the debt. What I'm saying you don't have the debt.
Damn,
What I'm saying you don't have the debt.
you a smart homeless motherfucker, huh?
You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying you don't have the debt because that's what he asked. I mean, he said a lot
That's
of
the
people.
downfall to
No,
the-
you
to
were
going
like
to
you were
college,
like
yeah.
you were like man.
One
You
of
know
the
a lot
downfalls is
of
the
you
debt.
don't have
Yeah.
the debt.
So you're
You know,
gonna eliminate the debt.
So you don't have the
I
debt.
see what you're saying.
You know
know.
what though, Stezo Patty? I think if we did get 15,000 a month, some motherfuckers will still find a way to be in debt. I'm just gonna be totally fucking
right.
honest.
That's the American way.
I mean, they're right. That's just
15,000
people.
a month, I'm turning it into 40.
Right. That
Right.
has no. I know.
Credit-wise.
I know people would like to believe that
Right.
that's a color thing, but no,
It's
that's
not. It's a people
thing.
thing. Yeah, it's a people thing. Still gonna find a way to be in debt
Definitely a people.
because now you get approved for more,
Yeah, yeah.
and you be like, oh, so all I gotta give you is 5,000 a month, and I can get this house, this car. That's it, just
Sign me
fine.
up, nigga.
You know, I get 10,000, but they didn't realize that you already done signed up for that other 5 to go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think people still be in debt because money don't make you smarter.
Not at all.
Education don't mean-
Not
Yeah,
at
education
all.
don't make you a better person.
No.
You know, it's the people that make whatever they decide to do succeed. Look at y'all. I done got y'all all deep. Y'all done got stuck in
Man,
quiet.
I mean, this is a real topic, man. Like, this is, I'm understanding, like, the way you're addressing this is
Yeah.
you for real.
Yeah.
I understand and respect that. And in me making my decision, I have to think about, like, I'm not trying to think about me. I'm trying to think about you. I'm thinking about her. I'm thinking about everybody but me. This kind of what I do. You know what I'm saying? When I get fake deep, I'm not thinking how I think. I'm trying to put myself in your shoes.
Because what
You
that
know
nigga
what I'm
is saying is making me think more about
Definitely,
education.
Education, definitely.
Yeah.
But I know that education, the teachers, the reason
I
why
want
you
my
would
money.
go to school to
Fuck your
learn to
kids.
be a teacher is for the money.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to be Stezo Petty. Nola, I think you feel that way because you don't have children. So, yeah, you like, fuck them kids.
No,
but
it's not that.
I
Let me
get
tell
what
One that
he's
we don't get no
saying.
reparations because she ain't vote for it. We don't fuck.
Let me say this is why I just don't believe, and I understand this whole greater good. Don't get me wrong. You know I love my people, but I do not also feel that the people before these children should not receive something.
Yeah,
because there's
yeah,
still been
yeah.
the motherfuckers who done marched and worked in the 50s, who took crap in the 70s and 80s, and I just don't think that it's right that they don't get nothing.
I think they need some.
No, I'm
And-
still young. I want my fucking
And
money.
I totally agree with you, but that's the thing. You get one thing. Would you rather the younger generation get it or you? That's all I'm asking. You only get one. That's the whole thing. Because when I said you only get one, the reply was, no, everybody need to get something. Okay, but I'm saying you only get one.
So you saying if
What
if
would
after
you
all of this,
prefer?
you only
If
get
it was
one.
up to you, Nola, if it was up to you, is it you or the generation?
It's me.
And me personally,
It's
I'm
you.
selfish. It's me.
It's you. Because I think that I think that I can set up a situation where we
It
all
can
get
better
ours.
exactly. It
Yeah.
can better the future generation.
Yeah.
If people like me instead of those kids,
They
that's
educated people.
They're fucking idiots now.
Right.
I'm not fucking.
I don't trust you.
I don't trust them. But smart people.
Experience is gonna
No,
make
we idiots
Exactly.
too. It's some older idiots,
Well,
motherfuckers.
Well,
too.
maybe
Experience
for
is
you
gonna
to
make-
know.
No,
but I don't know
no.
too
Yeah,
much.
you do.
I'm
You just,
sorry.
yeah, you do.
Not with
but I'm
money.
just saying,
I know some fucking idiots.
trust.
Yeah,
like
I
you
do
said,
too.
money
But
gonna
I don't
make you
feel.
smart.
I just feel I'm not
like
an
you
idiot
said.
with money. I'm not an idiot with money.
Right, they're idiots, but not with money.
I'm a
That's
byproduct
something
of some
different.
fucking idiots about some money, man. My parents are horrible with bread, man. Horrible.
All right, man. Hey, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. We didn't probably caught y'all off guard with this one because this turned out to be a good ass topic. And again, like I said,
Get the wheels turning.
if we all start talking about it more, and we do get that whole come into a room to agree, I think the agreement will be met.
When we step to the stage,
Versus
we got
before,
something to
where
talk about.
we just gonna leave saying I couldn't agree with shit they said. You know,
They gave us a chance and we fucked it up.
we have to talk more about
Where you
this,
looking
man.
at the Super Bowl at?
We took the chance and fucked it up. Like
Yeah.
y'all said, y'all was
We
gonna
gotta
give us
talk
we
more
will
about
do it.
this. Yeah, because what ifs might be a motherfucking possibility
Yeah.
one day.
It ain't over.
All right, man. On that note, we out.